got your eyes on me, and I see that you like
Kofi. Oh, Kof. See, now I'm going to keep calling you Kofi because I know someone by the name of Kofi. Is that okay with you?
Perfectly fine, yeah. Well, that is my name, isn't it? So.
But why do you shorten it? Is it because, like, you know, even though your name's Kofi, after a while, it was like Kof, yo, Kof. And is that how you kind of became Kof?
Well, kind of. Like, my name used to be Young Kof because I was like a big Jay-Z fan, and like Young Kof sounds like Young Hove. And I was a fan though, do you know what I mean? And obviously as I got older, it's like you can't really call yourself Young Kof. So I got rid of the Young, and Kof is just because it's short for my name. Everyone calls me Kof. So.
I know it's no comparison. Tell me who your biggest inspiration is, because then you'll have more to say.
One of my biggest inspirations is probably Michael Jackson. I used to, am I trying to speak fast for you here?
Yeah.
Nah, it's not.
I was with you, Michael Jackson. Yeah.
But if I keep going, you might not understand me, so maybe I shouldn't do that. You know?
All right. Well, Michael Jackson's one of your biggest inspirations. What's the reason behind that?
Just in terms of like all-round entertainer, do you know what I mean? And obviously, as a grown up, he's one of the artists who I can remember always like trying to mimic in front of the mirror, or always singing songs, or copying his video and dancing around the living room. Do you know what I mean? And obviously, he'd been doing his thing before I was even born. So the fact that I've been born already when his career started, and he's like still as iconic and still as massive for me as a young age is crazy. And I think there's not many artists of that caliber and that level.
So can you dance as well as sing?
Depends how many drinks I've had. It's one of those, yeah.
But in saying that, I'm one of those, when I drink, I dance more, but it's not that I'd necessarily dance badly, it's just I dance more openly. Is that the same case for you, or do you actually dance badly?
I don't think I dance bad. Like, I think nobody will believe that they dance bad, you know what I mean? Because you see people dancing in the club going all for it, and they think they can dance, but they can't dance, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think I can dance alright, you know.
I'm now fearful.
Of what?
I might be one of those people.
Nah. As long as you can dance to yourself, then you can dance. If you're dancing in your own head, then it's cool.
I like the idea of that. Now, Michael Jackson was actually quite a charitable man. And today, my mission is to find out what people do for charity and what charity means for them. So, can you define charity to me? Like, in your world, in your mind, what is the definition of charity?
Charity is just, for me, in a sense, not putting yourself first, you know what I mean? Thinking of others before yourself, whether that, not always in terms of donating money and stuff like that, but maybe offering your time to, I don't know, people who may get something out of your time, like benefit from your time. And I think really it is also about, it's all really just about that, thinking of someone else before you think about yourself, in whatever way you choose to do that, you know what I mean? And charity is always a good thing, because we always, sometimes we might be the person who's given the charity or offering the charity, but at some point in our lives, I think the majority of us also take on charity in some sense, you know what I mean? So,
at the moment, as a music artist, whereabouts are you in terms of your career? Are you at a stage where you're still trying to plug your stuff, trying to get somewhere, trying to get noticed? So would you say you're expecting people to be charitable in that kind of lending you a hand? Or are you in a place where you can now start helping other people out?
I think from the start of my career, I've been in a position where I could help people out in terms of just whether it be basic, come round to my studio and record and let me try and mix it for you and stuff like that. In my career now, at the moment, things are starting to go well. My name is starting to pop up on a few more people's radars. The last video that I brought out got playlisted on 1Extra and some plays on Radio 1, and the video's on MTV Base now and stuff like that. So I don't know where to say this is where I am in my career, but at the moment, things are in a nice position. As long as I keep working hard and making some more tracks, maybe I'll be in a better position to help other people around me, and especially in my city and stuff like that.
We talked a little bit. I was saying I really like it when I meet people who sing, because I get a lot of rappers and MCs sent to me, which is fine, it's good. But for me, in my own interest, I love to hear vocals. And tonight you're doing an acoustic set. Do you like performing acoustically?
I do, you know, I really do. Like, I haven't done it loads, but since I've been doing more singing songs and like soul kind of, alternative kind of vibe, the acoustic seems to be fitting quite well, you know, it's extremely stripped down. Like before I was doing like electro and house kind of dubstep, and when you're performing, you know, everything's big, you know, the bass, the kick, everything's big, so your energy is totally different as well, where this acoustic, you get to play in a lot more intimate venues and people get a chance to actually hear the music and hear your songwriting abilities and stuff like that. So I'm starting to prefer acoustic quite a lot. One of the things that I've always liked to keep in my music is that no track is the same, do you know what I mean? Like, the single that I've got at the moment called Looking At Me is very laid back, soul influenced, neo soul in a sense. But then the next track that I've got coming out, which is called Be Like You, that's like still quite laid back in a sense. It's got soul kind of vocals, but it's got like a drum and bass, drums, dubstep, bass line and stuff. So it's totally different. Do you know what I mean? So it'd be hard for me to say, oh, I'm this type of artist, because
No, that's fair. You're versatile, and that's what you are, yeah?
and I always like to be that way. I never want to get stale and go one way. And it's because I listen to so many different types of music and I enjoy so many different types that I feel that for me to not incorporate the music that I like into my music, it would not be my music, if that makes sense.
No, that makes absolute sense. Absolutely. That's a really good analogy, I think.
Look, this is like one of my favourite interviews because the questions have been a little bit off random and that. I like it.
That's me in a nutshell.
In a sense, yeah.
But that's one of the things, when you speak to artists, like, for me and for a lot of people, we want to know what you're about and where you come from, but it's all well and good knowing about what you're doing, which I will check with you before we wrap this up. But otherwise, it's no different to any other interview, right?
No, because all the stuff, like what most interviews, and I'm not kicking off on anyone who's interviewed before, but most interviews, the stuff they ask you, they can just find out on the internet, or anybody can find out on the internet in terms of like where you're from and, you know, that kind of stuff. But I like the way you're giving the questions and the way you're doing it. I like it.
To be honest with you, in my head, I'm having a conversation. It's just I have to hold a mic and there's a big bright light in our faces. But other than that, it's just getting to know you, really.
Definitely, it's the best way, you know.
Well, we'll carry on getting to know each other and we'll definitely touch base. I'll get you on my radio show. We'll meet up again soon. Are you now based in London or are you still up in Liverpool?
Based in Liverpool still, but I'm back and forth whenever I'm needed.
That's a long journey.
It is. We get the coach as well, so it's even longer.
Oh my God. Good luck to you.
Thank you very much. After the show, we're getting on the coach to go straight back to Liverpool as well tonight.
How many of you are there?
There's only myself and the guitarist over there.
Ah. Isn't he lovely? All right, do you know what? You are an acoustic singer and you are here with your guitar player who isn't getting any of the light and you're laughing away.
I'm not laughing, I'm just saying.
I think it's the sudden surprise that he's just received there. Relationship like, the two of you? What are you really good friends? Yeah.
Yeah, we're cool. I've known him for about a year. I think we've known each other, and the way we kind of the band that I was working with before, they kind of ditched the show a couple of days before the show, and he jumped in and with a few others, and then we kind of just merged the new kind of sound stuff. Really,
so do you work with the rest of the band, or is it just... What's your guitar player's name? It'd be good to name him.
Phil Dyer. He's a musical genius.
Right, now rather than not keep asking you questions, which it's been a pleasure, and I'm not going to stop speaking to you, but I'm just going to shed some of the light on Phil here. Musical genius. Do you play lots of different guitars, or is it just the one that you play?
I wouldn't go for musical genius, like, but no, I play electric guitar mainly, and I play a bit of bass. But for the purpose of this, it sounds nicer on an acoustic. So we just kind of rearrange some of the material to work on an acoustic, and it just seems to work better with, you know.
I asked KOF the question. He said he likes working with you. Actually, he praised you quite a lot. Do you like working with him?
Yeah, he's a good guy. He put me on the spot, you know. He's sitting right there. Nah, Cole's great.
Yeah, bit of sharing some food.
He slept on the way up here as well.
So really, you spend a lot of time alone?
I listen to a lot of music, what can I say?
This is an excellent relationship.
A picture of me while I was asleep and decided to post that on Facebook and stuff like that. So that's what he's doing while I'm sleeping on the coach.
Phil, I think you need to send that picture over to me. How are you feeling about the performance tonight, though?
I'm looking forward to it, yeah, this should be good. Got some good stuff coming up, so we've got the sort of current singles, that's ready to go, so.
Cool, well, do you know what, it's been a pleasure speaking to both of you. I can't wait to check you out.